Welcome to DChain Daily Crypto News. We share the best news stories of the day to keep you informed on cryptocurrency and blockchain related headlines and events. Today is June the 14th, 2022. Let's go ahead and get started. And at the top of the list today is MicroStrategy. Yesterday we reported that they have a $205 million Bitcoin-backed loan, of which there is a $21,000 margin call level in Bitcoin. Today we fell through that price. Earlier this morning we saw a tweet from the CEO, Michael Saylor, pointing out that they have anticipated volatility and structured their balance sheet in order to allow them to hold on or hodl through adversity. So several outlets are estimating the company's losses to be upwards of $1 billion given this recent Bitcoin move. Next up, we have El Salvador still holding on to their Bitcoin. We saw the finance minister, Alejandro Zelaya, saying that the company really hasn't lost much money due to the fall in Bitcoin, partially because they are still holding on and not having sold and actually taken on any losses. The country is rumored to have experienced at least a $40 million loss due to price action so far, and Zelaya and others have reiterated that the country is fine. It's estimated that El Salvador has roughly 2,301 Bitcoin in their holdings. And wanted to point out a tweet that came yesterday that really was supposed to offer some perspective. So the Bitcoin conference here tweeted out the annual lows for each year since 2022. And it just adds a bit of context and perspective. Of course, we are seeing some deja vu in that maybe we are heading lower. But the good thing is that overall this market has been strong. And I did go ahead and correct this. Yesterday's low versus today's low of 20,816. So we may still be heading lower, but it is good to have some perspective when it appears that the sky is falling. Of course, Ethereum also fell below $1,100 today. And if you look back at Ethereum, there were lows below $200 back in 2020. So not too long ago. All right, we have another stacked ETH or ST-ETH casualty. This time it's Three Arrows Capital, a crypto-focused hedge fund out of Singapore. They are rumored to also be at a major loss or be experiencing major loss due to the stacked ETH that Lido has created. As of today, the company is estimated, or the fund is estimated to have sold roughly $40 million worth of staked ETH, which would make them the largest seller over the past week. And if you remember yesterday's story about Celsius, also included this same token and their need to exit the position. Wanted to also point out Wednesday, June the 15th, is going to be a when the Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates. Bond traders have been saying that there is a 94% likelihood of a 75 basis point hike. Previous hikes have been in the order of 25 basis points and 50 basis points. We haven't seen a 75 point, or really we haven't seen larger than a 50 basis point increase in rates in quite a while. This is largely due to the growth number of inflation that happened last Friday, that was reported last Friday. Rather than decreasing after the last hike, we saw an 8.6% growth in inflation, which might force the Federal Reserve Board's hand at going ahead and adding even more to the interest rate. And all of this increase in interest rates has actually put some downward pressure on Bitcoin. The good thing is that after this tomorrow, the news will be out, and hopefully the markets can start to become a little bit more stable, or stable as stable may be right now. Of course, the old adage is buy the rumor, sell the fact. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Hopefully lower volatility across both equity and Bitcoin pricing. So last but not least, we have the Bored Ape Yacht Club. We're seeing them, seeing some of their Ethereum-based NFTs fall below $100,000 for the first time this year. In fact, I'm looking at this as a sign that the NFT market is also experiencing the chill of the crypto renter that we're seeing in the cryptocurrencies as well. So again, perspective is important in all of these investments. So keep your head on your shoulders, take a couple breaths before you decide to completely exit or nuke your position. But these are tough times, so we don't know how long they might last or when prices will head higher. So just be prepared for the worst while always hoping for the best. So that is it for today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can be kept abreast of tomorrow's news the moment the video comes out. Thanks so much. Take care.